Guys, so I was literally thinking about my growth in general, my growth as a creative, as a YouTuber, and whatever. You know, my Instagram account was hacked when it was almost at like 10K some time back, like a year or two ago. No, I think 2 years ago or something. And then I got this new one that I have grown. So I was just like thinking about stuff, what has happened, what I've done to get here, and all that. I was like, why not make a YouTube video about it? I don't know if this is going to be like a story time, because there's going to be like a little of story in there, and then I'm just sharing my experiences with you guys, right? So before doing that, I just want to say, I don't know if this is like an official announcement, that I got my first YouTube paycheck. Yeah, I just didn't say anything because I just didn't. But I think you guys probably deserve to know because you helped me get there, and I want to say thank you. So from the title, it says the things I do to make my money, or whatever the title is going to be. And YouTube is now officially part of it. So congratulations to us. And we just hope it keeps coming, because that's going to be like a big plus. So just last night, right, I asked a couple of people on my Instagram. I put out a poll on my Instagram and on my Snapchat, asking people to tell me what are some of the wildest and craziest things they've ever done to make money. Honestly, I won't even lie to you, the response was really low. I didn't get up to even 30 replies. And I mean, I understand, because life is really complicated. People have been in situations, people have been put in situations where they didn't want to be. They found themselves doing things that they never thought they'd do just to make money or just to get to some place. And I don't expect you to feel comfortable sharing it. I got a couple of replies, and that's enough for me. Since like this video is not just about reading what people have done to make money, but sharing. But before like I share mine, I just wanted to also know what other people have probably been through, funny stuff, awkward stuff that people have done to make money. So if after this video or at this point in the video you feel like, oh, I can also share mine, or I want to share mine, just comment in the comment section and let's have fun. So let me read a couple of what people sent me. The first one said, sleeping with a married man, and I swear that's what I regret the most. I feel like this is, honestly, it is not even like a good thing to say that this is a common thing. I won't even lie to you, but these are things that are not surprising anymore, because the kind of situations people, like, you feel like you're going through something, but when someone tells you the kind of shit they are going through, you know that, sis, I can't even blame you. Honestly, I'm not saying, I won't even say I wouldn't do that, because I haven't found myself in a situation where I'd have to do that. But I feel you. I gave a guy BJ, that's blowjob, and I always feel disgusted when I remember. I'm just reading. I don't think I'm going to comment on the things I'm reading. I just not comment on it, except I have something to say, but I don't think I have anything to say. So this one says, finally decided to meet this white guy I've been avoiding. Charlie, the thing over me. He came to pick me up on my junction to his place at Cantonment, and I gave him a BJ I've never given before, only for him to give me 30 cedis for my Uber. I felt so insulted and promised never to do any stupid thing like that for money again. Last, I sold my my laptop. I feel, don't you think the first thing, I think selling your laptop should have come to mind? Or I said I wasn't going to comment, right? If you'd go do it and later sell something, then just sell it first. Someone else says, tolerating nonsense. I feel you, sis. Someone said, I faked an ulcer. I faked an ulcer to my cousin for 100 C's. Note, I'm not an ulcer patient. I don't think you should be lying to people about sickness for money. If you're lying to people, lie properly. This is not me encouraging people to lie, but I don't think you should just be playing around with sickness and death and stuff, because I personally believe that there's power in the tongue, and wherever you speak into the universe, probably universe blesses you with. So if you're going to lie, But don't lie with ulcer. I have ulcer. It's a terrible thing to have. Please. Tried to be an influencer. I feel like nowadays that's what's happening. Like literally everyone wants to be an influencer because they feel like just waking up and taking pictures of people's stuff and posting is going to make them money. But you don't know. You don't know how it takes all your time. Like if you want to do it properly, unless you're just messing around. I feel like content creation is more than a 9 to 5 job, because sometimes I'm up as at 2 to 3 a.m. when the 9 to 5ers are asleep and I'm trying to create or look for ideas or something for a brand. Please. Anyways, I really needed money, so I followed my friend to a music video shoot for an upcoming artist. Didn't like the song, tried as much as possible not to appear in the video, and the money was 76. I was really down bad. This is my favorite one because the story I'm about to tell you guys is literally like almost the same thing, except mine wasn't for an underground artist. This is where sugar daddy, but I ran away from the hotel before he could touch me. They didn't get your money. I think that is it. As I said, I didn't get a lot of replies, and I'm glad I didn't get lots of replies because I didn't want that to be the main focus of the video. So some time back, right, this was like a couple of months ago, I don't know if I would find those replies, but there was this particular person always commenting under my videos asking me what I do for a living and how I make my money, like just those things. And from the beginning it felt somewhere, I was like, which inquisitive person is this? Why are you on my case asking? I don't know if it was cause probably my videos are always me having fun, or my videos are always me going here going there. Like my videos are always lively, I'm not just sitting in my space. I just want to put this out there that if I create the impression that I am rich, or that I am privileged, or that I have money or something of that sort, I am not sorry. So my phone signaled me that it was hot, so I had to turn it off and all that so it cools. It literally stopped recording. This is one of the reasons why I think about using a camera. I mean, it will happen too, but then anyways, so as I was saying, this was supposed to be my big speech. I was saying that if I ever create the impression that I am rich, I am one of the rich cool kids of Accra, then I am not sorry. I definitely don't want to be that one person that looks like what they go through, right? My parents do a lot for me, they do their best for me, and I'm also putting things in place to make sure that I am okay. I have learned how to be comfortable with the little that I have. The fact that I don't have billions of dollars in my account doesn't mean that I can't go out for brunch, or I can't go out for lunch, or I don't understand. I've gotten a couple of comments from people asking how me and my friends are always out, how we are chilling and stuff. For fuck's sake, happiness is free. You understand? Happiness is free, and we going to Coco Bite you don't even need 100 cedis to go to the beach at Coco Bite. I don't know how that looks so expensive to you, but we literally get a bus, get a van, get in, just get to the beach. It's free. You don't have to have a huge amount of money before you enjoy life. Like, you live, you feel me? Live with the little you have, because I don't think if you're not living now, you can live when you have money. I don't know how your mindset works, but that's mine. But that's my mindset, and partially I also do these things and get paid. So it's my choice of occupation. I don't know, is that what I should call it? Occupation. That's what I'm about to talk to you guys about. I'm about to talk to you guys about. I have come a long way, Maybe not as long as some of you, but my experiences have been funny. I may not remember all of it, all right, but I'm definitely going to share with you what I remember. So this memory comes to me. You know that thing when you remember something from your childhood, you don't remember into details, but you know it happened. It's just one of those memories. This memory comes to me where I'm selling ice cream. I think I'll ask my mom. Yeah, I'll ask my mom about it, because I don't think she ever put me on the streets to sell ice cream. But I remember that I sold ice cream, and it was with my aunt, or someone I call my aunt. I don't know if she was the one who sold the ice cream and I'd randomly follow her, or I used to sell the ice cream. But I'm going to count one of that as my hassles. I promise. I really wish I could remember, and I really wish my mom was here, so I just asked her. But she's not. So I'll just say that I was an ice cream seller. And I was really young. So it doesn't make any sense. I just feel like I was one of those babies that really liked the woman that sold ice cream, so she'd take me along or something like that. But that's the first thing I remember when it comes to making money, is that I sold ice cream. So I've also been approached by a couple of older people who are interested in whatever they are interested in exchange for money. I have been there. A lot of young girls have been there. This is not even something to shy away from. If you're a younger audience, you should know that this will happen to you. As far as you're a girl, you're pretty, you're an adolescent, you're growing up, it's definitely going to happen where men who are mostly older than you feel like they give you money, you give them your pum pum. It's like an exchange for some of them, and it's actually your decision. I can't sit here and say no, but I wish you would say no. You feel me? And I pray that no one is put in that situation, because sometimes you can't get out of it. But I've been in that situation so many times. I've lived in Osu my whole life. I've lived in Osu my whole life. You know the way Accra is the city of Ghana, right? Greater Accra is the capital city of Ghana. Osu is the capital of Accra. Like, everyone comes to Osu, nightlife, Osu. So I have met so many people from different countries all over the world. I'm just exaggerating. I'm just trying to say that I've met a couple of people who have that mindset. Sometimes for the girls, yeah, you're like, oh, I can finesse my way. Like, I can do this, I can do that. Let me just lead him on, take a couple of notes, and then I bounce. But sometimes it goes wrong. They don't even say properly.
This disclaimer is to clear the minds of audience who are concluding that I gave in to these people. Trust me, I did not. I'd probably have my own house in a Jeep Wrangler if I did, though. Now back to the story.
But these stories I'm about to tell you, dear. So the first one is how someone stole my phone because I was trying to make money from a gig. Oh my god. See, this thing is so funny. Till now, I'm confused. You know those stories you hear where people are like, oh, they took someone's money, or they took someone's phone, or she just handed her phone over to a total stranger, and all that. It happened to me. Like, if this has happened to you before, please comment in the comment section, because I know I'm not alone. It was a Tuesday. I used to work at OMG Voice. If you knew me back then, you knew I used to work with Koju Sheldon. I used to work with Ajwa Adi. We used to work in the same place with Fish and all of that. Whenever we close from work, me and the girls, me, Ajwa Adi, and one of our other friends, we will literally walk from OMG to the roadside, get a car, and then head home. This particular Tuesday, the two of them decided not to come to work. I was like, cool. So that means I have to walk home alone. So I did. So this was at East Legon. If you know East Legon, Pinkberry, right around that side, there's a washing bay. I was walking home and I got to I was almost at the bus station, and then this guy met me. He was wearing a kaftan and some funny shoes. Well, they didn't seem funny to me back then, but now thinking about it, they were quite funny. And he was like, oh, what's up? I thought it was them random guys that will meet you and they're just trying to talk and get your number. But sometimes I'm just nice. I'll just stop, because sometimes most people are looking for directions or stuff. And your man was like, oh, he likes what I'm wearing. I was wearing an African print skirt, that I actually made myself, and then I was wearing a basic top and then sandals. He likes what I'm wearing. I look like the artsy type. And I said, oh yeah. And he asked me if I'm into like media and all of that. I said yes. I studied broadcast journalism in school. And he said, oh cool. So he said he was looking for an actress to play a role in an ad, an Airtel Tigo ad. And I said, okay, yeah, sure, I can do that. So we exchanged contacts, and then he said to reach me. So I went home with my phone. Tuesday, keep the days in your head. Wednesday, I didn't hear from this guy. So on Tuesday when I met him, he was like, oh, he works at GH1, he does this, he does that. And me, I don't watch TV. Like, you won't catch me sitting in the living room with the TV on watching TV. So this guy said, he said his name was Nana something something something. I was like, okay, sure. Well, I've never seen his show. He was like, oh yeah, he does in the night, blah, blah, blah. It didn't seem suspicious, honestly. So we went like separate ways. On Wednesday, I didn't hear from him, right? Went about my way. On Thursday, he called me late noon, and he said, oh, he has to meet me and give me the script because the supposed ad shoot was on Saturday. I was like, yeah, sure, that's okay with me. Thursday, he didn't come. So Friday, I was on my way to work. Like, I got dressed early in the morning. I got dressed, I wore my t-shirt, and then I wore jeans, and I wore like slippers. So when I was about to go to my work, and this man called me, and he was like, oh, he and his bosses are going for a meeting at La Palm. So they are dropping him at Woodin. So he gives me the script, and he takes me through it. I was like, yeah, sure. I was about to just leave for work, so I'll just wait for him. I hadn't told my mom because the guy told me they were going to pay me 3K. Right, 3K, and this was a couple of years ago. It was a good deal to me, you feel me? And I didn't tell my mom because I was trying to impress her, like out of the blue. Oh, I tell her, oh, look at me on TV, I did this gig, I did this ad, and this is how much I was paid to probably get something nice for her, like, you know, that kind of thing. So I didn't tell her. And then that morning she asked me, are you going to work? I said, oh, nah, I'm just coming. I'm meeting a friend at the junction. I met him at Woodin, and he told me about the ad. He told me there's an Airtel Tigo thing. This person will wear a blue shirt, this person will wear a red shirt. The concept sounded great. It was a good concept, no flaws. And then he said we were doing it with Martha Ankoma and Lil Wayne. Jesus Christ. With Martha Ankoma and then Lil Wayne. I said, okay, sure. So give me the script. And then your man said, oh, he has to download it. Do I have VPN? What do you mean? Do you have VPN? But that's not why I asked, because I didn't know what VPN was at that time. I didn't know what VPN was. I had bought my iPhone 8 fresh. I had used it for 3 months. iPhone 8 256, silver color. I gave him my phone, and he said he's downloading the script with VPN. As he was pressing the phone, I was talking to him. I was standing right there. So after like 10 minutes, he's like, oh, the network around that side, the Wi-Fi is not working properly, and that we have to go to some side where the Wi-Fi is working properly, so we should walk. He will catch a stable connection, and the VPN, if it cancels, it's expensive. They have to buy it. Like, now that I know VPN, I feel so stupid, bro. Then if you know Osu, MTN, we walked to MTN. From Woodin to MTN is not far. So we walked to MTN, and then we are just standing there, and this nigga is still with my phone, and he's just pressing things on it while talking to me. Then he receives a call after like 10 minutes again. Hey, and then he's like, his bosses are coming back to get him, so he wants me to meet his boss. I was like, yeah, sure. Like, he said he wants me to meet the boss so that the boss knows who they are working with on Saturday and all of that. I said, okay, sure. And then your man said that I'm not looking presentable to meet the boss because I'm wearing slippers. And I said, oh, I mean, we could go home and change, because if they're now coming back from my side to Woodin is not, like, from here to Woodin is not far, so let's go back. He said, oh, he'll pick a taxi, so a taxi will take me to change and bring me back. You pay for it. I said, okay, sure, give me my phone. He said, oh, like as he was saying, if the VPN cancels, it will be expensive and they have to buy it and blah 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 blah. I was like, and he was even saying that, why do I think he ran away with my phone? Honestly, he didn't even look like someone who ran away with my phone, not knowing. I said, okay, sure. I mean, and then I sit in a taxi, he stops. When I sit in the taxi, I should have been smart. He puts his hand in his pocket to give the driver money. Now, someone that said that the taxi driver should take me and bring me back. Why are you giving him money? Shouldn't you give him money when he brings me back? Me to my mouth. I was like, oh, but you're saying he should take me and bring me back. So when he comes back, then you pay for it. It was at this moment that I knew that I fucked up. I went home. I even changed my top, wore sandals. My mother was like, oh my god. I was like, ma, I've gotten this gig, blah 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 blah. I didn't want to tell you because this, but I'm meeting the boss, so I'm coming. Taxi driver sat back inside the car. Taxi driver took me back to the location. Nobody was there. I didn't know his number because his number was saved on my phone. I'd met him for just like what, since Tuesday, and that was what, Thursday. So I called my phone and it went through. No panic, relax. He picks up and I'm like, yo, I'm back to the location. Where are you? You're not here. Your man said that they've moved to airports. They were waiting for me, so they are buying food at airports, and that the VPN has finished downloading. So I should give him my password to see if, like, I should give him my password so he can check if it has finished downloading. I told him, wait at Apple, I'm coming to Apple, because Apple isn't far from where he was talking about. It's still in Osu. It's just around breakfast to breakfast. I go to Apple. Oh my god, I call my phone again, it goes through, nobody answers. I call again, nobody answers. I call again, the MTN number, yeah, I got it. It's kind of, I was using the driver's phone, right? He was like, mommy, I saw phone there. I was like, boss, Famiko GH1, why? Famiko GH1. This whole time, he didn't pay for the taxi. So after me, they've stolen my phone, all these rounds, I have to pay for the taxi. And I drive on Famiko GH1. I got down, I lighted from the car, and then I entered the premises. And then I went to the reception. And I told the lady that a guy who works here met me and offered me a gig. I went to meet him and he took my phone, blah blah blah. I didn't even land, though. I didn't finish. This receptionist didn't make me finish my story. She was like, oh, please, we have no affiliation with them. What you mean? He was like, oh, do you know his name? I said no, I don't remember his. Oh, that's what they do. That's what they do, and they take the phones of. I was like, but you people could have announced and put it out there that this is what is happening, because someone like me is literally looking for an opportunity to make money. So if a ball like this falls into my court, I won't kick it out, I will catch the ball. So like, what are you even talking about? So you can't help me in any way? Sorry, we can't help you. I was like, okay, thank you. I was thinking that maybe Nana Bao I was thinking that maybe Nana Bao will come out and I'll tell her my story. But I left the premises, because what can I do? What can they say? Like, you Bob, I just left. And I went to, I think City TV was just around the corner. An old friend of mine was working there at that time. I just went to him with the same taxi. And then I told him what happened to me. When I got there, guess who I met? Martha and Koma. She was coming for, I think she was coming on their morning show. I was so pissed. I was so upset. I didn't, like, I couldn't even cry. I didn't cry. It's not about hard girl. The tears wouldn't even come. I couldn't even cry. Bro, I just told him, and then same taxi driver took me home. The taxi driver too, I was thinking that he said, oh, maybe the way that I've stressed and someone taking my phone, I think it was 40 CDs also, that 40 CDs. taxi driver GI then collecting money. What can be done? I went to work. The funny thing was, when I got to work, obviously I was late. So when they asked me, I just said, oh, I've lost my phone. They're like, oh. Because Charlie, when I got a phone, I went to the office and since. And they were like, how? I just told them when I got to 37, a motor rider snatched my phone when I was using it. Because how can you tell me this story? And honestly, I didn't want to look stupid, so I just took my L. There's another story. There's another story that I'm saying is similar to the music video one I read earlier on. I don't know if this is too long, or I should just do like a part 2. Watch till the end. A friend called me and my other friends. These same 2 friends that didn't come to work that they stole my phone. And then she was like, oh, there's this music video for this artist and these artists. Very 2 popular artists, but I can't mention their name for obvious reasons. One is a solo artist on his own, and then the other 2 are paired. I don't know, are they Ghanaians? Yes, they are Ghanaians. Very, see, like, they are known artists. Like, when you mention their name right now, they are artists that you stream and jump to, artists that I even stream and jump to. And I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I mean, why not? We'll do it. Apparently she was supposed to put girls together for a video shoot, and then the girls like bailed, and then she had to quickly put us together. I was like, yeah, sure. She was like, oh, they'll pick us up, but we have to bring our own outfits, blah 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 blah. I said, okay, sure. I think the guy that picked us up was from the team, the production team or whatever. So he picked us up, and then we went to this place. I can't remember where it was, but it was like a very big warehouse where they kept like old helicopters. Maybe if you've seen the video, as I'm saying it, you know what I'm talking about. I actually hope none of you have seen the video, because the video is embarrassing, and then it is not nice. Charlie, so we got there and the artist hadn't even gotten there yet. So there was a makeup artist, right? But she looked like she didn't know what she was doing. I honestly, if I knew her handle, I'd really want to see her progress, because obviously now she should be better. But it looked like they were doing everything on a low budget. So they went to pick like maybe a student who is now trying to get into like makeup. Bro, she puts, my face became so white. Like, already I don't like makeup, so when like makeup artists do makeup for me, that make me feel like, oh, maybe I should actually try to wear makeup. I'm very, very impressed. But this was a no food on set, no snack on set. We were just waiting, very hungry. They finally did bring food, and it was pathetic. So it was me, my friends, and one girl we met. And the artist got there after like 4 or 5 hours, and we did like a whole lot of like up and downs and action and this retakes, blah 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 blah. Charlie, it was a long day. Like, it was a fucking long day, I won't even lie to you. And we were so tired. And where the thing is, here, you can't just get up and say, okay, you're done with the shoot, so pay me and let me get an Uber or let me get a cab or something and go home. It's in the bush. They had to drop us back at the mall. And if production team is not ready to set up, we are just sitting there. And they decided that finally they finished, so we can go home. They handed us envelopes, right? Handed all of us envelopes. One. Me, I was even too exhausted to open the envelope. I was too exhausted to open the envelope. And then we did open it. Charlie, see, guys, whenever you're taking on a gig or whenever you're taking on any kind of work at all, be clear of how much you are being paid. Be very clear. Because the back and forth we did, and the takes and the all that shit, only for 50 Ghana cedis each. I'm very, very grateful that the song didn't blow. Because if the song did blow, then they'd see the video and then they'll see me The song will never blow in Jesus' name. How can you pay 50 C's? 50 CDs. The people you think have gotten to a point you want to get to have been where you have been. And sometimes the stories you hear are so funny because I've been there myself, and I'm still dealing with tolerating nonsense, as the other person said from the stuff I read. And that is it. Like, if you're trying to get somewhere, you tolerate a whole lot and you deal with a whole lot of nonsense. But yeah, basically these are some of the craziest and wildest things I can think about that I had to go through to make money, or to get to the point I've gotten to in what I want to do with myself. Please comment, like, if you have a crazy story on how you're making a living, or the things you had to deal with to put food on your table, to put clothes on your back. If you're not comfortable with sharing, that's perfect. It doesn't even have to be sexual. People have gone through some really crazy adventurous stuff. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, because I would only know you like this video if you like it. If this video doesn't get up to 1K likes or more, then I don't see the point of doing something like this again. And don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're new here, this is an open space for me and for you. Feel free, comment anything. This is the one social media platform of mine that I reply to all the comments. Every single comment, I go through one by one. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.